Shalom. Welcome to Torah Talks. Hi, my name is Rabbi Gamliel. If you like the content, please give us a thumbs up and a like and subscribe. We are coming to you from Pardes Chana, from the beautiful land of Israel. In today's episode of Torah Talks, we will be talking about food and the things that maybe we can learn from it. Typically, when we talk about food, we think food is just a way of satisfying our physical hunger, but it's more than that. Food is actually a divine gift that sustains us and provides nourishment for our bodies. In fact, there are lessons from the Torah, particularly from this parasha of Ekev, that we can learn about food and how we should approach food in a mindful way. There are several references in this parasha to the land of Israel and its produce. We need food to live, and Moshe is reminding the Israelites not to forget that ultimately their food is a blessing from Hashem, and they should not take it for granted. We need food for our physical nourishment. However, there's another part of our being that also needs nourishment, and that is our soul, the spirit. How can we take a mundane act like eating food and make it soulful and connect to Hashem? Let's find some guides in the parashat of Ekev. One key guide is the verse of in Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 10. It says, "When you eat and are satisfied, you must therefore bless Hashem your Lord for the good land that He has given you." Here Moshe emphasizes the importance of gratitude and acknowledging Hashem's blessings, particularly in relation to the sustenance we receive. We are to recognize that our provision of food comes from Hashem. Meals should be occasions for thanksgiving and acknowledgement of Hashem's blessings. Gratitude is a powerful spiritual practice that shifts our perspective from a mindset of entitlement to one of appreciation. When we express gratitude for the food we eat, we cultivate a sense of humility and recognize that our sustenance is ultimately a gift from a higher power. This awareness can deepen our connection with Hashem and foster a sense of contentment and abundance in our lives. In Jewish tradition, we recite blessings before and after eating, acknowledging the divine source of our sustenance. These blessings remind us to approach our meals with an intention of gratitude and mindfulness. By pausing to say these blessings, we infuse our food with holiness and elevate the act of eating into a sacred experience. Mindful eating involves savoring each bite, appreciating the flavors and textures, and the nourishment that food provides. In our modern world, unfortunately, it is all too easy to take food for granted. We live in a culture of abundance, where food is readily available and often wasted. Parasha Ekev encourages us to adopt a mindful approach to consumption, one that entails being fully present in the moment, engaging all our senses, and appreciating the nourishment and sustenance provided by food. Mindful construction is multifaceted and involves being aware of the origins of our food, understanding the efforts and resources involved in the production cultivates a deeper sense of gratitude, from the toil of farmers and laborers to the natural process of growth and harvest. Countless individuals and elements contribute to the food we consume. Recognizing and acknowledging these contributions helps us appreciate the interconnectedness of all beings and the Earth's ecosystems. Mindful eating encourages us to be conscious of the source of our food, considering the impact on the environment, animal welfare, and fair labor practices. By making mindful food choices, we align our actions with our values and contribute to a more just and compassionate world. Mindful consumption entails savoring and enjoying each bite. It calls for slowing down and paying attention to the flavors, textures, and aromas of the food. We become more attuned to our body's signals of hunger and satiety by eating mindfully, therefore promoting a healthier relationship with food and reducing the tendency to indulge. The Torah reminds us that material abundance should not lead to complacency or a lack of gratitude. In the parasha of Ekev, Moshe is continuing his final address to the Israelites before they enter the Promised Land. He reminds them of the challenges they faced during the journeys in the desert, where they relied on Hashem's providence for their daily sustenance. In the Promised Land, they would experience abundance and prosperity. But Moshe cautions them not to forget Hashem's role in providing for them. Even when we are satiated and have an abundance of resources, we should still recognize that it's ultimately Hashem who provides for us. We are encouraged to develop a mindset of thankfulness and to acknowledge the source of our blessings. As we enjoy the abundance of life, it is easy to become self-sufficient and attribute our successes solely to our own efforts. However, the Torah is teaching us to remember that it is Hashem who enables us to enjoy the fruits of our labor and provides us with the means to sustain ourselves. Additionally, in Deuteronomy chapter 8, verse 3, Moshe declares, "Man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of the Lord." This verse emphasizes the importance of spiritual nourishment along with physical sustenance. It teaches us that our well-being is not solely dependent on satisfying our bodily hunger, but also on feeding our souls with the teaching and wisdom of Hashem found in the Torah. Parashat Ekev teaches us that food is not merely sustenance for our bodies, but an opportunity for spiritual growth and connection. By practicing mindfulness through food, we deepen our appreciation for the abundance in our lives, cultivate gratitude, and make conscious choices that align with our values. Let us approach each meal with awareness, kindness, and an open heart, savoring the nourishment that both sustains our bodies and feeds our souls. Thank you for joining me. If you like the content, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. See you next time.